Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today we're just going to do a technique and we are going to create our own ombre background. And we are going to be using the Pool Party, the Coastal Cabana, and the Bermuda Bay. And the stamping sponges, blending brushes, through Stampin' Up! That just came out in the Occasion catalog have been on back order for a very long time, but it is my understanding they should be coming in soon, and hopefully by the time this video airs we will have them. They're very soft, easy to blend with. Now I've used this one just for blues. I know these colors are more of a bluey green, but it doesn't matter. They just kind of dry right off. You can take your chamois and clean them, but I have found that not necessary so far anyways. So what I have got is a piece of basic white, and I am going to start, let's get them in order here, with my Pool Party, and I'm going to tap my ink pad. Now depending on how juicy your ink pad is will determine how many taps you will want to give it, and you want to kind of start off your paper and blend in. I see I kind of pushed a little bit hard there, but it's really not going to matter when I blend it all together. So we've got the Pool Party, and then I'm going to go into the Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tap off and then start off my paper. See, I might have a speck or something on that sponge that's causing a little bit of a dashing on that, but that's okay. It kind of gives it character. So we're just going to go up with that Coastal Cabana a little bit further, and then we're going to go in with our Bermuda Bay. Our Bermuda Bay is our darker color, so we want to watch that we tap off good with that. And we're just going to blend out. So ombre paper during celebration was our #1 free item picked during celebration. So I just thought it was fun that we could make our own ombre paper with our blending sponges. Now I'm going to go back in and grab some of that Pool Party, and I'm just going to try to go all over, just kind of blending those colors together. So we've got that. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to bring in our Butterfly Brilliance bundle. This is available. It's a sneak peek that's going to be available in our annual catalog come May. But it is a stamp set and die. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Bermuda Bay ink. I like using my Stamparatus with this big stamp because it's like a background stamp, and I want to make sure that I get good inking. And with the Stamparatus, if I don't get it inked well, then I can go back in, let's move that magnet out of the way, and re-ink and stamp over top. If I'm not using my Stamparatus and I go to use this big background stamp and I don't get the color that I want, then I can't re-ink it. I'm going to go ahead and re-ink. I want it to be a little bit darker, but isn't that pretty with the ombre look and then with the butterflies in the same color? I like using the darker color that I used in the ombre. Lots of different pretty colors Stampin' Up! Has that you can work back and forth with. I'm going to hold that up to the camera so you can see the beautiful colors. Now I would just take that over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and run it through, but I have already cut some out, so I am going to bring those butterflies in that I cut out. Aren't they just so gorgeous with that ombre look? I also have a piece of the Dandy laser cut paper. Now this also is in the mini. It's on page 25 and it's white in color. And I'm just going to pull that circle out, because what I am going to do is I'm going to color it. I think I'm going to use the Coastal Cabana. Now I could use the different color to get a full ombre look, but I think I'm just going to do it in one color. And I'm just going to brush along the edge. And then I'll move out my ugly scrap paper here in a minute. You know, I may want to go in and highlight that some with a darker color. Let's go ahead and get that Bermuda Bay in with the Coastal Cabana. So we've got that. I'm going to set it up here closer on the white so you can see. I'm going to grab some of the Bermuda Bay and just go on the outside of that circle and just highlight a little bit. Very pretty. And now I'm going to show you just making a quick, easy note card. I'm going to bring in my basic white note card. They're already scored and ready to go. Get that scored nice and even there, or folded nice and even. So we've got that. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and grab some of my Tombow glue and just add a little bit of glue around the outside edge of that laser cut. Now these laser cuts have lots of different patterns, and they're just a fun little accent to add to a card. So we've got that. I'm going to add that to the front of my note card. Press that down. I'm going to grab one of those butterflies that I'd already cut out and my Wink of Stella. Now with the Wink of Stella, when I go in with the Wink of Stella and go over that ombre look, it does pull out the color even more. So it just gives it a pretty accent. Got that. I'm going to bring up my Think of You. This is from my Happy Thoughts stamp set. And I'm going to make sure I don't have any shadowing there. And I'm going to take the Thinking of You, stamp that down there. Going to grab a dimensional. If I can find my dimensionals, I've got a real mess here. I cleaned my stamp room so well the other day, and now it's starting to look as cluttered as it was before. Now I'm not seeing any dimensionals. Let me pull up over here. Here's some dimensionals. I'm going to grab just a small dimensional, put it on the back of the butterfly. Got two of them. Well, now that's sticking very well to my finger. There we go. Going to kind of pull the wings up of that butterfly so that it gives it some depth. Just going to put that right in that circle. Isn't that a pretty accent? Now I want some more accent to that, so I am going to grab some embellishments. I'm going to go ahead and take my rhinestones. These are my champagne rhinestones, and I am going to color them with the dark Bermuda Bay stamping blend just to add a little accent to my card. See, I got some glue on my finger, so that embellishment wants to stick to my finger. Maybe put a couple more down here at the bottom. And what I have done, I have taken the designer series paper from that butterfly collection. Remember, this designer series paper is only for a limited time, and I have put it on the flap of my envelope so that I have a pretty little note card. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.